This ordinary kitchen knife drops to the ground and somehow miraculously splits the hard floor in half. Toriko is convinced that this knife must have been made by the legendary blacksmith. Milk. One day, Komatsu creates a delicious dish and Toriko eats a huge bowl of it, praising how good it tastes. Komatsu is so moved that he is nearly brought to tears, deciding that he must feed Toriko well to live up to such praise. Suddenly, the cherished knife worth a pound shatters on the ground. Seeing his brother so heartbroken, Toriko feels guilty and immediately takes Komatsu to find the best blacksmith to repair the knife. After overcoming many obstacles, the two finally arrive, and from behind, they hear voices. Turning around, they see a handsome young man. The man in front of them claims that he is Milk. For a moment, the two are completely stunned. He invites them into his room, where they see shelves filled with all kinds of knives, along with rare blacksmithing materials, which deeply intrigue Komatsu, who can't resist touching one. Suddenly, a knife falls to the ground, but fortunately, Toriko quickly pulls Komatsu away. The knife that fell to the floor cuts the ground in half, and the man who claims to be Milk says it was forged using shark teeth at a sharpness level of 55. Toriko refuses to believe this, so he decides to challenge the man to a duel to verify his identity. To their surprise, the man claiming to be Milk loses quite quickly. That's when he tells Toriko that he is actually Milk's apprentice. Heartbroken, Komatsu takes out his broken knife, sincerely asking the man to repair it. Komatsu stares at him in disbelief, but the demand for his services is so high, his appointment schedule is booked for 3 years in advance. With no other choice, Komatsu decides to buy a new knife to use in the meantime. In order to repair and upgrade Komatsu's knife, Toriko decides to personally venture to the deepest cave in the world to find Milk. As Toriko descends deeper into the cave, the gravity becomes stronger and stronger. It feels like he's carrying 1,000 pounds on his back, barely able to move, and his vision starts to blur. Just when it seems like all hope is lost, Komatsu's words echo in his mind. Toriko grits his teeth, fights against the crushing gravity, and pushes himself deeper into the cave. Suddenly, Toriko sees some rocks falling, and instinctively curls his body into a ball, rolling down like the boulders toward the bottom. At that moment, Komatsu's broken knife falls out of his pocket. Toriko reaches out desperately to grab it, and in the end, Toriko manages to catch the broken knife, but crashes hard onto the ground. When Toriko regains consciousness, he finds himself surrounded by a group of dazzling red gem crabs, worth a fortune of $1 billion. Toriko enjoys a good meal, and finally adapts to the extreme gravity 100,000 meters underground.